Hello to all Zorkkk fans out there. Today I'm doing a bit of video analysis of the music video Ausnahmezustand. I will talk about some interesting facts and hidden stuff in the video. To be precise, I broke it down to the 10 most interesting facts about this video. Fact 1. In the beginning of the video you can see the word Ausnahmezustand, which is written in this fancy font here. The font looks almost handmade, because every letter looks different. But that is not the thing I want to put focus on. The interesting thing here are these Chinese letters you can see below the word. What do these mean? Well, I don't speak that language, so I asked Timo and David from Zorkkk about it, and they just said it means Ausnahmezustand. Well, it's just a Chinese translation for some reason. Well, I thought it would be about the mask, because they claimed in the interview that the mask was bought in China. But it's just a boring translation. Fact 2. Just a few seconds later you can see this girl with blood all over her body and this creepy pig mask on her head. If you look at Instagram, you can see that this girl has a name. Her name is Mrs. Piggy and she's a sign against mass animal husbandry. Furthermore, later on in the video, we have this girl with blood in her mouth. And I think Mrs. Piggy and her have both the same meaning, but the girl with blood in her mouth actually ate Mrs. Piggy. Fact 3. Another thing you see often here in the video is that almost all the actors are wearing gas masks. These masks are a symbol for air pollution and environmental pollution. Fact 4. Then of course we have Timo's mask, which is of course the identification symbol of this band, but also has a meaning behind it. I think it represents the digital era. If you take a look at the voice effects behind the mask, you will hear that the effect is a grain effect. It's an effect that is only possible to create digitally. In addition, you have these audio level LEDs which are reacting to his voice. Those are reminding me of a digital LED display. So the meaning here is pretty obvious. Fact 5. Another thing you can see here is that a lot of people are talking about weed and dope. Well, these two girls, for example, one girl here has the word dope written on her head. Also the girl with the bloody mouth has this word written on her chain around their neck. Another boy here has the shirt Amerigang Express, which I looked up in Amazon, and it's written on it, "Don't go out without sex and weed." Also in the song text we have Timo rapping about hiding their bong when the police is coming. In addition we have this old song from them where they say that you should have fun in your life and also smoke some joints.
Wir wollen, dass ihr rausgeht, aufdreht und das Leben lebt. Dass ihr Gas gebt und das Glas hebt, ein bisschen Gas dreht und wie Stars lebt.
Well, in Germany, smoking cannabis is not allowed, so this might be some sign for the legalization of cannabis in Germany. Fact 6. The pool scene has a lot of information in it. At first, we have this randomly placed pool here in the foreground, which is possibly a sign for energy wasting and luxury. And if you think that they wasted a lot of energy for this video, you are right at the one hand. But on the other hand, if you look close in the background, you can read the words Haustechnik will here. I didn't know what that is, so I looked up in the internet and I found the website of Haustechnik will. I wanted to see what this is and was very positively surprised that Haustechnik will is a company for economic energy solutions like solar energy, pellet heating and more. So maybe the whole video was produced with economic energy, which is cool I think. And it also shows that these guys are taking their message seriously, very seriously. If you look closer, there are two terrorists sitting with Frank in this pool, which is a sign for the latest terrorism attacks in Bristol and Paris. The song text here also talks about drones flying around everywhere, falling bombs and radiation. All this is celebrated in a party. Another tip that this video is pure sarcasm. In reality, they hate all the things going on at the moment, but making party instead. It's like a parody of darkness. It's like, hey, come on, let's celebrate the end of this world. Fact 7. If you look into the crowd, you can see this girl here who wears a jacket with Warsteiner Snow Show written on it. The Warsteiner Snow Show was an event in Germany which took place in 2008. Under the name Panic, they played live in the so-called Tegeltanzpalast.
Spielen jetzt am Samstag in Garmisch-Partenkirchen, sind dabei bei der Pro7 Snow Show.
Spielen wir heute Abend bei der Pro7 Snow Show hier im Kegeltanzpalast.
Also, wollten wir schon immer mal im Kegeltanzpalast
auftreten.
They were pretty pissed off, but also amused that they had to sleep in the nursing home there.
Und untergebracht sind wir in der Altersresidenz in Winterberg. Ne? Also wer noch nicht weiß, was er später mal machen will, so in 60, 70 Jahren, ist ein guter Tipp.
Wisst ihr, wir sind irgendwie 5 Stunden lang gefahren jetzt hier von Berlin hier nach irgendwie Winterberg oder wo sind wir? Jetzt kommen wir hier in so einem Altenheim an.
Man erlebt so manche komische Geschichte auf Tournee, muss man sagen. Ne?
Jetzt müssen wir die Fahne hissen.
This is also a sign that they invited old fans to be the actors on this video. Fact 8. Between some frames you can see the Zorkkk smiley hidden in the background with low opacity. Fact 9. There are some other interesting things I found out. For example, Timo's caps are changing inside the video. In this shot, we have the cap with Bad Motherfucker in it, which is a refer to Samuel Jackson's money case in the movie Pulp Fiction. And a bad motherfucker is basically a guy who you have to respect and who is very dangerous. Later on, his hat changes to the hat Grimy Looters written on it. Also, you can see here that his clothes are changing completely, which is also a sign that it was pretty cold out there and it was too cold in this other clothes, so he changed the clothes to a jacket. And fact 10. By the way, the lasers in the background are real, and you can see that because if you look at the wall, you can see the light's refraction there. In addition to that, you can see the laser being real in this announcement video, where you also can see a girl cutting papers or condoms or I don't know what exactly on the right, and on the left you can see a guy drawing a dick and the word Zorkkk on a whiteboard. Here in the background you can see the numbers 859 and the letters KV on this car. If someone knows what these mean, please write down in the comments because I didn't find anything about that. And at one frame you can see David wearing no glasses in the background. Well, so I think this is enough of useless information for you. If you watch this video to the end, then you have my respect, and then I see that you are a really big Zorkkk bro, or a really big Zorkkk nerd, or you're just a freak in general, I don't know. Well, thanks for watching, thanks so much for watching. The next video is coming soon. I already made it, I just have to tweak some things, and I think the next days there will be the next one if you're interested. Until then, bye!